Surprise! No Mass
Surprise,
Effect in this
motherfucker!
one. No, there's no Mass Effect. Mass Defect, I should say, because that's the name we are
Yeah,
using, I guess,
I was
in
ill
the other
earlier this
campaign.
week, so I couldn't
So it's
make any
minimum effect,
sessions.
is what I'm hearing.
It's
Yep.
it's lackadaisical effect.
It's somewhat of an effect. We're not entirely sure what effect it is or how strong it is.
This is actually a visual
Anyway,
effect. We are secretly playing Mass Effect, but we want to show you Star Wars.
yeah, it's the two universes collide somehow.
The effect of trying to lie to you. Let's see how far it goes.
Oh, actually, it makes sense. The elusive man was the one that resurrected Palpatine because he had already done it with Shepard. I know spoilers.
But why would he resurrect Palpatine?
That's the question. Somehow.
Profit, I guess.
What profit?
He saw
Who
Palpatine as
knows?
a very influential and very powerful human centric leader. Call me
Uh,
crazy, but that's
anyway,
logic.
No, you can't.
uh, anyway, um, you have successfully infiltrated the offices. You stormed in, made short work of the few guards that were there. You have somewhat of a big deal kind of dude that is lying unconscious right now. If you want to stabilize him, that's one thing. Otherwise, we'll know what happens to him in 10 minutes or so
Elena will give no look
by
going
random rolls.
no going like, yeah, I understand your position on this, but at the same time, he actually is a Republic official, and that could look bad on us if they find out we just up and murdered him without knowing our reasons. So our better course of action is to take him into questioning to Senator Organa. Maybe we can get some information out of him.
He will look at you and says, "It will look bad for you, but I get it. In my case, I'm just a mercenary. I just say I was paid for doing a job, and he was a casualty. But I get it."
Some people might not just be able to distinguish one from another.
Hmm.
According to some of these officials, you are involved in a murder, you get to pay the price, no matter if you're on a job or now. Some people don't know the difference.
Uh, Again, now already he's going to just going to say it's business. If they can't put away business from their stupid politics, is there a problem? What do I have to roll to succeed on this?
On what?
To succeed on this because I'm doing trade injury. Oh, someone that do we have a med kit? Just give me a second. That I said. Oh yeah, I have four. Okay. Uh,
You're rolling street injury.
yeah. Is that not what I have to do to make sure that this guy doesn't die?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you use a med kit, he's going. Oh, okay.
I mean, I do have a med pack, but if it's not necessary, I'm not going to waste one. Tell me.
Uh, to stabilize him, it's
Mhm.
not required to use the med pack.
I'm not
To
using one
actually,
then. I would just stabilize him, make sure he doesn't die, but don't ask me
okay,
to make sure he doesn't have a scarring or anything bad or that he will wake up soon. I don't want that. I just want him that he doesn't die.
yeah,
In
you
my
just want to
opinion, it's
stabilize
not.
him, not heal him, because that's where
Yep.
the med pack comes into handy. Okay.
You're stabilizing. You're turning him into stab.
I mean,
Oh God.
would that be a negative? He's a very corrupt politician. Maybe that will turn it into a positive. Who knows?
You've been turned into stab. I'm sorry, there is no cure.
At the very least, now he's an unapologetic troll instead of being, uh,
A corrupt politician.
yeah.
He has been successfully turned into stab there.
He is Stab's new character. Maybe eventually he will die too.
There he is. It's your fault. So, okay, he's stabilized.
I'm just like,
Um,
oh wait, no, there he is. Are we sure we're not supposed to kill him?
uh, once the stabilization has begun, it cannot be stopped. Even if you kill the subject, it will multiply. Anyway,
Cut off one head, 6
two
more will
more
take its
emerge.
place.
Yeah, exactly. Science has no answer to this yet.
Science had nothing to do with
You
this.
can't stop this stab. He multiplies. He
The meme,
expands and consumes.
the meme side of the force has many abilities. Some may consider to be unnatural.
Okay,
The,
counterpoint.
the, the,
Are any of them
the,
considered natural, though?
this stuff this stuff spreads, it consumes. Such is its nature. In the end, we all return to the memes that Stab once has created. Because you see, the true state of humanity is the Stab. Thank you for hearing to my Kingdom Hearts speech made into a Stab meme. You're welcome.
So, you still need to find evidence for whatever is going on in here.
I
I
take
roll
our
for
job.
evidence finding.
So I suggest that someone is going to make.
I take guard job.
No.
Gather
Too bad.
information.
Mm, I'd
No,
say
wait, that's
yes.
more. That's more from crowds, isn't it? From groups, crowds of, or from other people.
Yeah. Um, I'd say that you should use a perception check to see if your eyes are functional. I suppose.
Check, check. Are eyes working? Looks down, looks up. Yes.
A random dice
No,
roll will decide this.
Uh,
no.
Give me a second.
It's a problem. We don't have a. We don't have an investigation check in this edition.
Yeah. And we don't
Oh
have eyes
my
apparently.
gosh.
Yeah, I saw the. For me, it's excellent. That's a 10.
Alright, let's see if I can save this.
Uh-huh.
Pika sees nothing, but that also counts for Brindor.
Oh, fortunately, Brindor's eyes do work as intended, and with
Wait, are you saying that 10 is not equal to his eyes working
I
as
think
intended?
Nar got better than I did. Or no, that was a treat injury. Never mind.
Yeah.
yeah.
The trade injury,
Okay.
yeah, but I'm saying I rolled a 10. Having in mind that my score is an 8, I think that's a very good score. My eyes are working.
Your eyes are working. The question is what they can see.
Yeah, that's a different question. I don't disagree.
What do they pick up on? Nothing.
No,
I'm
but Mir
gonna
said
slip
that
to your Alpha ISC.
Mir said that Nars arts are not working. I
Nothing.
disagree on the ice not working. I did not disagree on seeing something.
So, after a quick search, Brindor, you have been in places not exactly like this one, but
No, I see the sun.
you know
Rindor
where
has
Keep in mind,
seen
I'm not
stuff.
looking at it right now.
you know where to look. So I use computer check to see if you can successfully make a copy or extract the
All right,
information.
let's see. I've got 16 for use computer. Anyone better than that?
Nope.
Not me.
All right. I think I
Okay.
probably need to force point that.
Oh god.
Mm.
Oh
Well,
my god. It's
I only hit a
3 twos.
25.
Yes, but 3 twos. You have rolled 3d6 and you got
Does that
2.
mean I get double bonus points?
Yes, it means that you actually double the score.
See, now I freaking roll a 17.
Aha. You should probably remove Elena from the computers. She's going
Elena, you're being
to.
arrested for being terrible at computers.
Yes, she's gonna use her lightsaber as a mouse, and things could go terribly wrong.
I don't know what this could is.
Oh god.
Depends.
All she has to do is not turn it on.
Do you want me to roll just for the lols? Because I will do it.
If you want.
Okay, for the lols I'm doing this.
Oh god!
What? Okay, I want to see how you bullshit this. I'm going to also roll a force point just cause, you know? No, wait, I have 3 and those are useful for combat.
So you will not use a force point.
I mean, okay, question. Do you seriously, guys, do you seriously think that being on 2 force point is a good thing or not? I mean, this can get me out
You
of
can get us
mind
to
control.
30.
Okay, fair. Okay, I'm going to use 1 force point then.
There we go. We hit 30.
Okay,
Okay.
bullshit your way through Nar being the one that gets farther than the rest.
You saw a
That's
video
easy.
game like this once, like years ago.
Let me do this. I saw it in the video game. You just have to play Pac-Man.
I watched a free class a few years back on how to do this exact thing.
I was bored. It was a long time between missions.
I had to do
Okay.
something.
Okay, now I want to hear the real bullshit. Come on, Mers.
Okay, the real reason is you have become an anime protagonist. So naturally, you know exactly how to do this.
Uh,
Um, Joking aside,
No
I
explanation
guess,
needed. You just know.
yeah, I guess you have spent enough time with Wedge that he has some skill with those things, and you have picked up some skills, I guess. Um, so even though it's the first time you attempt this on your own, luck is on your side and you're successful. So you managed
He
to
used the
get
force.
to use the force literally. So or the force used him. You never know. Uh,
That is
So,
kind of how the Force works.
yeah. So here's you managed to extract most of the information you need. You can make a copy as well if
Okay.
you want. Not if you don't want to take the originals for whatever reason.
Why not do both? Is the nurse mentality to be secure if anything happens in the middle of combat or stuff like that, get destroyed or something like that. May as well, if I have the time, make a copies, so I have both the original and the copies in case.
Okay.
So yeah, if the time is enough, I will do a copy too and
All
get the
right.
originals.
Mm-hmm.
Maris,
Yes.
right now, while all of this is happening, Dwayne is kind of sort of just standing in place. He has his lightsaber still in hand, deactivated, and his other hand is on the handle of his frying pan,
Oh God.
just ready to pull it out.
He's ready to use his actual weapon.
Nice.
Yup.
We are about to see a Thor Wayne.
This folk had it the easy way. If someone else comes in,
It's
well,
time to take it seriously. Pulls out frying pan.
Time to
No,
get
I haven't
serious.
empowered it yet. It's not Mjolnir yet. Once it's
Oh,
Yes.
Mjolnir, then we'll actually do that. The frying pan is just for this guy.
yeah. The Frank pan is. It has not yet reached its final form.
yet.
Next level, boys.
Just you
The
wait.
campaign is still going. Next level, boys.
Oh, I certainly hope it is.
So,
Me too.
after you are done with making the copies of all the files that are of interest to you, um, it's time for you to get out of there. Unless you want to go and cause some more havoc, I guess, in this building.
Nar is a man of his job. He made the copies. He healed the knockup guy because his bosses told him to. He's just, let's get out of here.
Okay, so
We got to
two
take him
questions.
with us too, don't we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The first question was, are you taking this guy with you or not?
We kind of have to, don't we?
Think so?
Atlanta,
Um,
chime in. I don't know.
It would look worse on us if we killed him. Besides, he could have some useful information that Leia would be more than easily be able to get out of him.
Okay, that sounds like we're taking him in.
all right. So the second question is, are you going to make your exit stealthily or not?
I can only imagine how bad this is gonna go.
I mean,
Because you
can
were
we cast?
successful going there stealthily, will you be able to successfully
Do we
live
have to?
there as well?
Do we have to roll again, or can we keep our previous roll?
This is a new instance because you have one more guy with you now.
Okay.
But he doesn't get
Great
to roll.
job. Take
I'm
it
feeling
alive, she
Mongotus.
said. It's going to be a good idea, she said. Doesn't she know are you not a good stealth
Oh
guy?
God.
You
Okay.
say.
Very nice. Not so
Oh,
nice.
that's a 10. That's good for Nar.
No, a 10 is
Okay.
slightly below average, but it's very close to your typical. That is below average.
Yeah.
Mine's below average.
That was
Mine's a 5.
actually bad for. Okay.
A 10 is a. Look, average is good.
That is a 4.
No, average is neither good nor bad. It's the expected value.
I got a 6. I got a 14.
I want a sound
Uh,
dampening stealth unit. How much does it cost?
Right. That's the one. And that's the second. let's see. My God. Okay, so you're making your way down the staircase, the same staircase that you used to get there. This has information where actually uh, a lifesaver for now, because you're taking one of the staircases that are used only in emergencies. So, oh no, Bugs Bunny entered the chat.
Bugs Bunny.
Uh,
Where
yes,
did Bugs Bunny enter the chat? I don't see it.
I heard him eating his carrot.
Oh, that would be
Oh.
me eating chicken. Don't mind me.
No. Fair. I noticed the munchie, but I didn't thought much.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
So, you managed to get down a few floors, and did you hear? Actually, roll a perception check.
Alright, don't
Okay.
fail me this time.
Just her or everyone?
No,
Everyone.
everyone.
Okay.
Oh God.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wow, this is a bad roll. Yeah.
We'll take.
Now your ears are functional, but
No,
Yeah.
no. His they they experienced the change in pressure and didn't adapt fast enough.
yeah. You are hearing a small ringing.
It's kind of like he's
in your
I
ears.
underwater.
would lose balance if I did that. That's not a good thing.
So, Jawain and Elena, you hear some noise behind one of the doors that you're passing. It seems that. Do you stop there to listen or not?
It could be risky.
Of course.
Okay, so you pause for a moment, try to hear what the commotion is about, and you hear someone saying, "Hey, I think I just heard something coming from the emergency staircase.
We should move.
Should we check it out?" Yeah, I guess.
Let's move. Let's move.
All right. So, here's the thing.
We are probably spotted.
Thanks, not.
As you're going down the stairs, you can hear the door opening just above you. Oh God, I'm still wedged. Damn it! Here we go. Oh God!
Out of
I
control
rolled the
GM rolls.
I rolled the 2.
Yes!
Perfection. Justice does
So
exist.
their total skill check was a 30, right?
No, it's not. I rolled the 2, and this means it barely touches a 10. So no.
We escape.
Nar, despite how
Somehow,
bad your stealth roll
Somehow
is,
you escape.
you escape.
I take it.
somehow, you manage at the last second to align yourselves with the part of the staircase that is blocking their view, so they they don't
Uh,
see you.
I like it.
And
I
then
like.
Perfection.
I like the idea of it now. It's just stumbling to like, okay, what was that sound? And Alaya just grabs him and goes, "Get to the wall now!"
So, they stand there for a little bit. They look up and down, and then they say, "I guess it was nothing." Then they go back to the door they just uh, came in
Came
from
from.
and close it. Yes. So I don't know how, but you managed to get to the basement area
To
where
the boss arena.
to the boss arena, uh, where this is waiting for your party to arrive. And the moment she sees the lot of you coming with an unconscious, very well dressed man, she's like,
Nars' first response is talk to the bosses. They decided this. I wanted to cut the head of this guy.
Listen, I think people prefer their packages to be undamaged.
Exactly.
uh,
That's just gross. And he hops in right beside Desa.
Alaya will hop in just
let's
behind.
just
hmm
let's just move, and I'd like someone to explain to me who this guy is and why you're bringing him along.
He was the
I
person.
mean, I can guess, looking at his clothes, why this could be the case, but still.
Alaya will just spend the entire journey explaining that this is the official in charge of the base, and if her instincts, if Dace's information and her instincts are correct, he has something to do with the case they're investigating. He could have
Oh,
information.
Oh crap! Does he
excuse
have any
me.
trackers on him?
Excuse me. A phone call. Give me a second.
Okay.
This is the guy who this is Martin Sheen, voice actor of the Elusive Man. What the hell? This is the Force calling you to tell Marissa you did a terrible job at detection.
Okay, never mind. I don't want a stealth field generator because all that is just it grants concealment. It doesn't increase your stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what does concealment do for a stealth check?
So it does nothing for a stealth check. It makes the perception check to notice you, uh,
Harder.
25% harder.
I mean, if you're doing a contested check, that effectively boosts your roll.
Effectively, yeah. But when you have like, what is my stealth skill? I think it's 16, 18. That's my best skill. I have an 18 in stealth. So if we're doing like a full party stealth, like it doesn't matter because all it takes is one person
Mm-hmm.
to fail.
I mean, so you would. Well, I think the idea that you might prefer something like I got from Data in season one, like a +5 cloak, something like that.
If we get offered +5 dex, yeah, sure, please.
My cloak only gives me +5 to the stealth skill.
Okay.
It's the main reason why my stealth rolls are so good.
I wonder if Joanne could call in a favor from Ilva.
Mm.
No, Marissa won't go for it. Because I'm already getting Mjolnir.
Yeah. Agree. It's too overpowered.
Don't you mean you're getting Chefnir? It's just Mjolnir, but as a frying pan.
Nah, it's Mjolnir. Mjolnir can be enchanted to take different forms. So in this case, it took the form of a fry pan.
Hopefully soon, Joey will be able to cook a ladder of.
To think, Max. The reason why I started using this frying pan is because I didn't want you to know that Joanne was a Jedi.
I would have created the Star Wars version of Mjolnir for that. Such is the power of miming.
Maybe one day to cheer her up, Joanne can learn how to use Mjolnir to cook an enchanted bacon sandwich.
A what sandwich?
An enchanted bacon
Aha,
sandwich.
okay.
I still didn't hear what you said.
An enchanted bacon sandwich.
Bacon.
Yes.
Just bacon?
Bacon's a superfood. I mean, more than bacon would be nice, but to start off simple, a bacon sandwich.
Bacon is one of those foods that just makes you feel better in the moment.
It does, but that could be what I might need at some point. The company is the real healer. The bacon sandwich enhances that. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, back to what Maris was saying. You're back, Maris?
Marissa's in another channel right now. The resident from the district.
We interrupt this program with a very contextual news alert.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Continue.
So, where were we? Yes.
Elena was explaining why today's why we got this Republic official.
Yeah. The question that this is going to ask is, and what do you plan to do with him?
To take him to my senator friend to see if he has any information.
She gives you a look. You don't need to roll a perception in order to understand what that look means.
Elena,
It's a combination. It's a combination right now, and and at the same time of not pity exactly. Oh, oh no!
Oh no,
It's
they're stupid.
like that's out of the question. You're not getting him in a senator's office, especially a senator that you are trying to, not get involved in shady stuff.
what do you propose?
2 words.
Uh, you see that she gives a look at the guy that he's unconscious.
Now he's
Slumped
going to
over.
say,
Yes, he
where do we
slumped over
take them?
Nars. He slumped over Nars' shoulder, and she's like,
Now he's just going to say, just tell me where I drop this guy.
"Yeah, we have some options. So you want information out of him?"
This time it's Elena who gives Dasa a certain look that she doesn't need a perception for to say, "You have something in mind, don't
Yeah.
you?"
Well, I happen to know a few safe places that we could take our little hostage, I guess, and have a nice and civilized talk. And be sure that no one's going to disturb us. And he does
Is
need
this
to
gonna be
know.
like that one time on the turtle?
PTSD. Um, yeah. You see that Jason is
PTSD. It led to an awesome moment. 2 words, everybody. I'm clean.
I'm clean.
Elena will say,
Um,
"Fine, but let's make a compromise. Let's not get my senator friend involved, but my Jedi
yeah,
friends.
that's it.
But my Jedi friends could
Okay.
prove useful in this endeavor." I'm not
Hmm.
saying I don't trust you with this.
Here's
I do, but the Force, 3 of us is better than one.
okay. As long as you are involved and not anyone else that he hasn't seen, because let's face it, if he's an official of the New Republic, and I don't know what station he has exactly, what title he has, but it could be problematic. People will start looking for him, as you understand.
I know that all too well. There is
And
there's one in particular that I can think of that would be able to help us without raising suspicion. Drop me off at the hotel. You find give me the coordinates of the meeting place, and I'll meet you there.
all right. she, she looks back at you now and says, "Okay, follow me, I guess, and whoever else wants to."
Sure, so he's not carrying
But Elena's not
the
gonna
guy.
Elena's not gonna stop anyone going with her as well. So Brenda and Joanne have the choice of follow Elena to the hotel to grab thinks who she can help, or go with Daisa to tie up the prisoner.
uh, I think we want to make sure the prisoner's secure. So I think I'll go with
Yeah.
that party.
Yeah. Plus, leaving the prisoner with a blood cultist and the suspicious and questionable woman of specific lethal talent.
Yeah, about to say, let's just leave it there.
So, Dwayne, do you want to trust? Do you want to trust Dasa in and this prisoner in the hands of a blood cultist?
Oh, you're going alone.
Good idea. Good idea. I was about to say, don't go with Elena. You know exactly what Elena's thinking.
Okay, so the rest of you get to the underbelly of Coruscant, and after, let me see, after an hour, maybe close to 2 hours, you get to your destination. Your new friend. Let's see his role. Where is it? There it is. Your new friend begins to gain his to get back his
Okay,
consciousness.
the moment Nard notices this, he makes sure to not actually touch it, but make sure that his head is his eyes can see the blade close to his neck, and the moment the moment he hears any notes from him, he says, "A false move, and I'm pushing you to the blade." Got it? That's all I have to say for this scene.
Let me check. Roll an intimidation check.
He's not
This
trying to
is
intimidate, and someone can roll it for me. I have to do some stuff here right now.
okay. Let me do that. It's part of the persuasion thing. Uh, Here we go. Okay. He doesn't seem thrilled by the prospect, and he just says, "You're going to regret this." Whispering to you.
And Nard just says, "This is business. You should understand better than anyone. I know the kind of business your people does. It's good for my kind of people. You should consider that."
And finally, you arrive at your destination. It's an old warehouse from the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely abandoned, and it seems that it has been so for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you enter inside.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure that most of her face is covered, and she brings out a chair that has seen better days.
Nard puts the guy there. No carelessly, but also no gently. He just properly puts him there to make sure that he can be easily tied. He's expecting people there to get close to tying, so before doing that, he looks at people around and asks the stuff to tie him up before dropping him there.
I make sure to stay always out of his line of vision.
I will just give you a Christian look because the only one that makes sense to hide is Nessa, not the rest of us. But
This
okay.
goes out of view for a few moments
Mm-hmm.
in one of the back side of the warehouse, and
Mm-hmm.
then she reappears with a pair of cuffs and some ropes, and she says,
Perfection.
"I think that this will suffice."
Not waits for her to position herself so they can properly secure him.
Mhm. As you're tying him down, he
Now to
doesn't.
perform invasive brain surgery.
He doesn't. He doesn't fight back.
Mm-hmm.
He does some, movements uh, of discomfort, but that's about
Mm-hmm.
it. And he just says, "You're all dead. You know that, right? The moment I get out of here, you're done for."
Another answers. Do you know how many times I've heard me being threatened to death in this business? Uh, if I had a credit for every time I was cursed, like you're saying, and threatening, I would be millionaire. So I would have much better equipment than I have right now to keep doing my job.
You see that Desa is
Hmm.
searching his coat.
That has no
Um,
problem. When he finishes helping tie him up and secure him, he goes to look into the better spot to be a watch guard. He thinks
and
that we have enough people to make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid. So what we need to do now is do that.
and she pulls out several items from
Hmm.
his pockets.
Oh, before going away, he takes the information that this asks them to do and says, "What you send us for? The original and the copy." He So, and he points out which one is it, which.
Hmm. She takes both.
If she asks at any point why there are two versions of that, he says security reasons.
No, she doesn't say
Okay.
anything. She takes both, and
Mhm.
then she disappears again.
Okay, Nara has no problem. He's just going to go and say what I do. What I say. I just remember that when you mentioned the she found several stuff in the code. So yeah, that's the last thing Nara has to add for now.
A good 10 minutes
Hmm.
go by,
Hmm.
and then you see days entering again. Um, the items that she took from him are nowhere to be seen, and she just goes there and sits on the opposite side, and she just says, "So we can begin with the questioning. Do you have anything to ask him, guys?"
If any of you were,
We wait.
if any of you've been
What?
paying attention,
But
are you putting the questions down to me and Ahsoka? Really?
How many rolls?
again,
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
What is your favorite color?
as if this guy would have anything to do with any of Nor's other jobs. Nah, this guy is, in his opinion, probably is a small fry, so no
what
need to ask him questions. It would be much harder if he was someone that would have true information for anything.
what is the projected flight of an unladen swallow?
So, no one is asking him something.
Nar doesn't have a reason to, so he's just going to be a watch guard.
And Dwayne
Okay.
doesn't even know what to ask.
Okay, perfect.
That just
Well, I
tells me.
think the takeaway is we are asking him stuff, just stupid things.
So what you're telling me is Dwayne has not been paying attention to what Ella has been doing all this time. Disappointed.
Okay, no, seriously, Cord,
I know.
what the heck am I supposed to ask him?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be asking him about the information you found in his protective files, asking him about his if he has any association with the Canted Circle or our
Do I even know
Minister?
what that information is?
Brindor. You have the information, right? Or Nor has it.
Nar
Brindor.
doesn't. I guarantee you. Nar will
The info we
you.
got from the computer.
Hear your whole explanation. You didn't went into the details. You basically explained it, and for Nar, it's like, okay, fine, but it's not like he knows exactly what kind of questions you would like to ask or what information
What if
you're
you guys
lacking.
has the information we got from his computer?
We
what
gave that to Dessa because Dessa wanted for this job.
Look, things are simple.
Mhm.
If no one asks him a question in the first few seconds,
Mhm.
which is the case, I suppose, Desa will just say, "So, it seems that you are not that important after all, since we don't have any important questions for you. So, what's stopping us from putting you out of the picture?" And you see that she draws a knife.
In his mind, Nar thinks, finally, the only reason why I didn't do that myself is
Finally,
because
blood.
the other boss basically said, no, we need him alive, and now it appears that we didn't need him alive.
I'm not even there to confer, so you can't blame me on this.
You are you
You
should have
decided to
been
go
there
off and get
here.
someone else.
You should have been here then. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe
I
for
was off to
it's
get
important,
someone
but
could
it's less important than getting the information you want.
I went
You
off to
have no
get someone
security,
who
and the
could be
person
helpful for us
people
in this
here will know
interrogation.
it.
Dason was the one who decided to put the
Peek, are you okay?
I'm enjoying this.
I know, yeah, I am also enjoying it. I will laugh with you if it wasn't because I am the one making the arguments.
We all are enjoying it. Let's be honest. None of us are actually angry. We
Yes.
are all enjoying it. My only
Yes,
point,
we are.
my only point
Like,
is
I think this is the group more properly termed the mass defects.
Yep.
No, wait. This group can actually achieve something if they put their mind to it. I don't think I've seen Mass Defects do that much. The Mass Effect party hasn't actually done that much to earn themselves the clout that this group has.
Oh, um,
So getting back to the serious stuff.
mhm. You see that he says, "Are you insane? You brought me here just to kill me?"
In the background, if he can see him, he can see North shrugging.
Des says, "Well, we had some information and we needed specific things out of this operation, and it seems that we got them. So the
Did we?
the initial thought of you actually being useful, well, it seems that you're not that useful anymore, right?" At that he says,
Shit. I'm pretty sure that's what he says.
I think
If-
it is.
He looks up. He looks down. He looks up.
His
Dang.
blue coat
Oh,
is now
shit.
a brown coat.
then he says, "If you kill me, people will notice, as you understand. There will be consequences.
Oh, really?
Whoever you are and whoever you are working for," and he gives a very sharp glare at Zawayne that he saw him using a
A
lightsaber.
lightsaber. I mean, through all these minutes, if Nari is sure that they can't see him, you can see him moving the hand like saying like tacking, and he rolling his eyes at this moment of the guy.
Whoever we're working for. Huh. That's actually a pretty good question, I guess. Who exactly is it you say you would work for?
I work for the betterment of the Galactic Senate and the Republic. You don't even need to roll perception to know that he's bullshitting right now.
You-
That's a
in
nice
the
sentiment.
in the
Now, who do you
background,
work for?
in the background, even if he can't be seen, now Nar raises the hand and begin to do the blah 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 with the hand while rolling his head. He's not even trying to hide it now. If he could not be seen, could be seen now.
Um, and he says, I'm working for the New Republic, as you very well know, and I am an important official. I'll have you know, and my job is very important to the
I'm hearing
well-being
lots
of
of
everyone in
importance
this
without
planet
much
and
actual.
beyond.
I am the head.
Uh,
I am the head janitor. I am very important.
Important?
and
Important official.
you hear that Nar saying, "Yeah, sure. That's why you were there with the mooks, being sure that if something bad happened to that operation, you're the one being caught on. Yeah, you're vital, so vital as I am to any operation, which is not really much. I'm just the muscle."
It seems that our
What?
guy is the fall guy, one could say.
Yeah, he's in a pink jumpsuit, and we're gonna keep knocking him knocking off the platform with a freaking giant woggle.
So, the more you open your mouth, the more I become convinced that you are useless to us.
No, seriously, who is this guy?
And at that you can see him looking at everyone around. He makes the first attempt to get himself loose from his bonds. It is miserable.
You hear
Dwayne pulls out his frying pan and twirls it.
no, but before that you hear Nard saying, "Yeah, the panic can begin. Next is going to begin the bleeding, and next is going to be the moment where he either throws whatever information he has, or he just begins to look desperate because he has nothing to throw."
Good cop's not here yet.
No,
You only
he
have bad
seems
cops right now.
he's uh, you see that Desa says no. He seems too proud to start begging and do these nonchalant things.
Oh, so then fast forward to the moment we cut his head off.
Yeah. Also, because this guy is well, whoever he is anyway. Actually, and you see that Desa gets up, uh, gets a little bit closer, with playing with a knife, and says, "As it so happens, we know exactly who you are, and since you don't seem to be smart, things will have to get ugly. I hoped that we wouldn't get to this, but it seems I have no other choice. I will be paying a visit to Leslie and see if I can get any useful answers from her. I guess the boy is not going to be of any help, so I will just get him out of the picture immediately." At that, you see that he loses his color.
And all
And
bravado.
and he's uh no, you can't do that. I mean, they have no idea of what I'm doing. Oh, yes,
No,
I assure you,
Is
they
he
have no
lying?
idea. Roll a perception check.
well,
No, 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 no.
do we need to? I think it's pretty obvious.
Not doing it. Not rolling the perception check. This is my nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Phil.
Yeah,
Eh.
nat 20 for use the force.
Yeah. To sense emotions.
Yeah.
At that, he's actually too scared to be bullshitting.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's what I was expecting. It's the sprint.
This is where the brown
Moment.
pants begin.
I mean, oh, phone call again. Damn it. Give me a second.
He says that in character.
No, 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 no. Hey, Cord. This is like the Black Widow interrogation in Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interrogating you. You are being interrogated.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of an interrogation. These goons are telling me everything. I didn't know. So telling her everything.
This is going exactly how I let it planned it. I'm not joking. I let it exactly plan for this to happen. She left Data alone to let him sweat a bit, and basically, hopefully, by the time she and Ahsoka arrive on the scene, he's more than willing to talk.
I mean,
Hopefully he stays alive that long.
I mean, I will say this: Nar has every time Nar has been opening his mouth to say something to this guy, has been for the purpose of someone catching on that he's trying to put the fear or god of him. In fact, before he got this scare, Nar was planning to make the threat of his. He knows how to make a very good impression of a Caesar with his sword.
The whole point of this interrogation, I already thought this was going to work. Was this? Good cop went out to get the coffees. She left bad cops in charge. Was I wrong? Was that not a good idea?
Not really.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello,
So,
back.
damn it. I should have said front.
No, I would have said side.
He says, there's no need to do any of that. I mean, as I said, they have no idea of my dealings, and so if you want to not get them involved, I suggest that you be a good boy and cooperate. What do you say? You might actually find yourself better compensated that you have been thus far. Uh, I don't know about that. I mean, look, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about this whole operation. All I know is that there's a specific group of individuals, let's say, that they have particular views about the politics of the New Republic. You see that they says stops playing with a knife and she says, "Be specific." Yes. Well, I can give you some names. I know that there have been dealings with people in the underworld. This is how the funds are moving. So no official you know, uh, to minimize uh, the chance of someone getting caught with illegal funds. Um, then they go on. Look, all I know is that there is a push to change a few things. I mean, and then he gives a look back to Jawain and very reluctantly he says, "You know, the Empire, for all its faults, did some things a little bit better."
Hmm.
You can see for the first time that
Example.
And yeah, there are some individuals, as I said, and I can give some names, as I also said, and well, they believe that we should be more bold with changes and some
be
new
more
laws,
iron
Like,
maybe.
fist.
Okay, so first of all, and
Mhm,
you see that he's now looking at Jawain, and he's
mhm.
even more reluctant. And Desa says, "You are wasting your time."
I don't
Yeah,
like my time being wasted, says Nar. When my time begins to get waste, Mars, I begin to like to think about using my sword as a scissor. Whatever is wasting my time, and he looks at him with a bored look on his face, and he says, "Are you going to waste my time and make me use my sword as a scissor on you?"
well, it can be helped, I guess. You already have um, the data, so we believe that it would be better if your order, and he looks at Zawain, wasn't revived. Actually, wasn't there at all. To make things much simpler and less dangerous.
You hear Nar laughing. Alright. Oh, you think that in order being gone, it will make the world less dangerous.
Yes,
You can keep breaking down and doubling down like that. Oh my god. This guy doesn't know the kind of stuff that we bounty hunters or mercenaries do. You can hear the laugh of Nar having the laugh of his life. He truly
honestly,
believes this guy
Jawain
is
kind of.
stupid.
Jawain actually lets out a chuckle too. A very disappointed one.
you see that he's getting angry right now and frustrated. He says, "You can laugh as much as you like, but the thing is that every major conflict in this galaxy began because you guys ran around amok."
Oh, you can hear now laughing even her. Oh God, I cannot breathe. He said, "God, this guy is a riot."
Get your head out from your rear end for a moment and put it back on your spine and think.
No, he says that. Let him keep cooking. I need this much laugh. I have not laughed this much in years, maybe decades.
20,000 years. And you want to try to attribute every war to the Jedi.
Well, not specifically to the Jedi, because, well, there were other functions that were led by people like you. You have been killing each other for I don't know how long, and
You can see Nar actually leaning on the wall,
You've been killing
looking,
each other for even longer, so I don't want to hear it.
Like, as a
looking,
soldier, can I
looking
just
for
say
you.
people have been killing each other for stupid reasons forever? Like, if it's not this reason, it's the next.
About
You
to
can see
say, if
that
you're
Nar
just going
is
to
Like, it
pointing.
eradicate the
seems like
Jedi for all of that
you're
crap, who's
literally just
next?
yes, but
Nar,
look at the
Nar,
Emperor.
Nar
But
is
you don't.
pointing at what Brindor is saying, while saying, "Someone get me something to drink. I can't talk. How
You,
much
you,
I
see,
love."
you see that he's getting desperate now, and he says, "Look at the
guys. I
Emperor."
think this guy's a little bit stupid.
Nar,
No
Nar,
wonder he was set up to take the fall, right?
Nar uses both hands to point at Brindor right now because he can't talk on how much he laughs.
uh, he says, "Look at the Emperor. You don't like the Emperor, right? He was uh,
He
one of
was
you,
what?
one of you freaks that can do stuff." And
So you want to revive the empire of the emperor you don't like because he was one of the people that you don't. I am
no,
confused
no,
at
no,
your
no, no, no,
logic.
no, no, no. There will be no Emperor. There will be no people like you to complicate things, and
Nar
there
is
will
going
be
to look at
just
Brindor weird now, saying, "What?"
wait, because we haven't gotten to the punchline yet, and there will be just normal people around.
You see that Nar is like wanting to laugh, but his voice is not coming out because of how exhausted his throat is. In fact, he's making painful noises
I like
and
the idea
says,
of it, and like
"Really need water."
I like the idea. Lana walks in later, and then she sees, and then Nars only just recovered laughing, and Lana says, "Well, do you think I was right this time? He may not have been as useful as I thought he was, but he gave you a good time."
He was a good sport. Uh, uh,
This is one of those times where I really wish like you could see what's going on under Dwayne's hood, because I imagine his mouth opening and closing and opening and closing as if he's trying to make sense of what's coming out of this man's mouth. Oh, sorry, Maris. Let's get to the punchline.
Yes, get to the
yes,
punchline.
yes.
Yeah.
That you see that Desha is doing an admirable job not to join in the festivities and
Festivities.
and keep yes, and keep her composure. And says, "So let me get this straight. Your reasoning about doing all this convert and illegal most of the time stuff behind the backs of the majority of the New Republic, in order to make better the New Republic, as you say, one of the major things is to get rid of what? Force users? Good luck with that. You know that new ones will be born, right?
One board every
And
minute.
and in a magical world that you can actually be successful in this
Persian.
mad quest that you have, they're going to resent you for it, and they
Listen, the
will
only
be.
solution to the killing is more killing, obviously.
Thank you, Brinder. Thank you very much. Actually, she doesn't say the name. She says,
You
Thank you very much."
you can see that now is again pointing with both arms to Brindor
And
because
then
he
she
can't talk.
and then she looks back at him and she says, "I might be an assassin, but let me tell you, compared to you, I'm an amateur."
Nar goes looking for anything that he can write. And if he finds
I have to
something,
record this for Wedge.
and if he finds something, he writes, "Dude, I am just the muscle, and even I know that this whole plan is stupid."
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the dumbest man in the universe.
So, how about
Extremely important officer, what's his name?
Officer Dingle.
where is he? There he is. His name is Noren Indupar.
Nora impotent.
Who?
Impotent.
Who?
No, Noren Indupar.
I
No,
prefer
I was saying he's real. Who?
Yeah, me too.
impotent. I prefer impotent. Let's just go with it.
And then this is okay. I think that we should perhaps come to an agreement, unless you want to forfeit your life and that of your family, which is you're doing a terrific job at that. Let me tell you.
Not Sadat in the background.
Still laughing.
And Rice is having his sword like making sure that the edge shines before shooting it again.
So, how about you go back to your business like nothing happened? If you open your mouth about anything, you know what's going to happen. You're not that stupid, I hope.
Now he has a question look like saying, is he?
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Everyone roll a perception check. Is he that stupid?
No,
I think
we don't
honestly,
need
with
to
my
roll.
passive, I should be able to see yes. Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, we if we came over here in their passive, it's like this guy is that stupid.
You know Griff from KOTOR 1? Even he isn't as stupid as this guy. That's saying a lot.
And I will make you a counter offer. You're hardly worth it, but well, who knows? I guess the rest of your group kept you around for a reason.
Now,
To take
now,
the fall.
now just now just looks at her like saying the fall guy isn't that worth it, but he can't talk because of how much he laughed. So he's trying to
Yes.
communicate that through a look.
Yes, he fulfilled the role of the fall guy
Scapegoat.
and
Yeah.
perhaps the court jester as well, maybe.
You see now nodding his head very hard in the yes at the card joker, yes.
Emotional damage. This guy's destroyed.
This guy's
Yes.
just destroyed.
Yes, he is.
So, tell you what, your little operation is already busted and it's not going to last long. So, how about you save a little bit face? Well, it's a figure of speech, whatever face you have left.
As literally as much as you possibly can, whatever's left.
And avail yourself by being in the winning side for once. Huh? You might like it. Who knows?
I don't know. People of small intellects are usually intimidated by new experiences.
Not so that. Yeah, agreeing on that, saying yes, you're right. People like that do.
I came up with this
They
plan.
cannot open their mind.
I came up with this plan on the whim. I want everyone at home to know I didn't expect it to go this well.
I
Plan just did an action and then is seeing the result.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. And the results were glorious.
Yes.
That he says, if I go back, people will start questioning me, and I don't think that I will be able to. Yes, you certainly are going to be able to do anything. So,
It's called
how
witness
about
protection.
get you and your family in a safe place, and perhaps a little better looking than the locale we're now. After a small pause, you can see that he's trying to think, and he says, "Yeah, I think we could do that if it is. Yeah, do you guarantee that we'll be safe? Judging from you, no guarantees, but we do a good job, as you saw. All right.
You'll clearly be safer with us than with your former crew.
For the first time, you see that he is somewhat. He looks like a big dog right now, but he has the look of. You may be right for the first time, and he's. Okay, I agree with those terms. Can you get my family to safety? We're already on that. Okay, you don't need to. Everyone else, you don't need to roll perception check to know that Desa is bullshitting right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, okay, good, good, okay. Do we have an agreement? I believe we do.
Wait, what is the
Nice.
agreement? Out of character.
In exchange for his family's
um,
safety and his, he's going to give us all the information he has, I think.
Yes, he's going to pretty much spill everything.
He's
he
to be a
knows.
witness.
Yep.
And yes, he's going to testify against.
Yeah. This conspiracy.
Good, good, good.
Perfect. I think we're done here.
I do leave with two parting shots. First off, 20,000 years. Think about how much of that was positive influence from the Jedi that couldn't have been done without them. Or wouldn't have been done without them.
Out of character, specific example. If it wasn't for the Jedi, the Republic wouldn't exist anymore because of the Mandalorians. Just saying. Continue.
You're getting
And
into
number
really old history. I'm not sure exactly how relevant that is to this guy.
Yeah. You should look better examples.
and number two, don't ever go around boasting about your importance.
You see that he doesn't say anything. He's he just says, yeah." And then they says, "Okay, what do you prefer? Um, to smell something not very nice and go unconscious, or
Or I can
my
whack
friend
you.
on exactly, or a quick whack on the head?" And he says, "Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Yes, yes, we do, but you're too stupid to flail around conscious. So
We're not going to ask you to act.
you see that they says, yeah, I think that he's going to smell something and go to sleep." He gets up.
Not
Only half jokingly, Joanne says, darn, and puts his frying pan back.
Okay, everyone.
Nar puts a hand on his shoulder, like saying, "I get it, I get it."
Everyone prepare for the curry blowback in 3, 2, 1. The curry lunch
So-
revenge.
Now that that is done, and
The moment she's done with that and says that, Nar makes a gesture like, "I need water." Or something to
Daisy,
drink.
yeah, Daisy gives you.
Nard drinks it and says, "Thank you." Oh god, that was hilarious. And keeps drinking.
It's amazing how idiots will out themselves without fail.
Can I tell you something out of character?
Nard says, "It's their nature."
Can I tell you something out of character which Elena was thinking in character? That's exactly what Elena was banging on when she suggested this.
Sure.
So now that we have this guy for all the good he's gonna do for us, don't worry, I'm going to keep him safe-ish. I believe that it would be a good idea to get his family as well.
Of course.
And yeah, better leave that to me.
Nard said that he's not good at kidnapping. That's one. That's one. That's why one of his brothers that's good. The assassin, not the political assassin, is good at. The political assassin is good at manipulating people into killing each other.
Did you say that out loud?
No, he doesn't say that at all. He just
Ah, okay.
nods. But
Okay.
he's thinking that. He thinks, no, my middle
Okay.
brother, my middle brother is the one that will be good for this, not me.
All right. And she's okay. So
He wouldn't boast his brother's skills for a potential client. He's trying to look
Mm.
for his benefit, not theirs. They can do
I
that on
can
their
give
own.
you I can give you directions on how to get back to the surface. And
Nar will have an idea how to go around here, so he wouldn't need them to appreciate the speed up.
exactly, no need to
He would
wander around.
he wouldn't say that. He would just, it's one more what he was thinking.
Yeah. So it seems that I have some job to do. Be sure to tell to your senator friend and the rest of your friends that everything went well, I guess. And she gives a look at the unconscious
Guy.
Norin again.
Well, that went as good as it can be expected. You can't
Best lad.
pay for comedy like this.
Best
have to
free
say-
entertainment in the most of my life, or a good time at least.
I have to say, it was entertaining. I wasn't expecting that exactly, but anyway,
They said no. She shouldn't be. She shouldn't underestimate the power of Elena's intuition.
Sure.
now go back to whatever it is that you're doing, and I'll get to work with our new friend and his family. See you around, I guess.
No, that's
Take it easy.
no, that's a sign of goodbye and just keep going with drinking. He's trying to just use his as possible. It's like he's more thinking than talking.
Mhm. So,
You
Elena,
know,
you
Neo
go
would get a
back.
kick out of this story.
Meanwhile, Elena's in Ahsoka's room talking to Luke, and Ahsoka going, "So then we kind of did some of this and a little bit of that."
As you're explaining things, a few hours pass, and the rest of the group appears.
On the way there, you see the Narix carrying two empty bottles, one new one and another different this I gave him, making sure that his throw is good just in case.
Oh, I
You're
should.
Narix
finally awake.
closes his water and says, "You probably didn't intend this. The best laugh I had in years. Thank you very much."
Elena
And
just
goes back to drinking.
Elena just gives you a huge smile and says, "Glad you had so much fun." Did
Nar just looks at
No,
you
really,
and says,
Elena, I wish that you were there. It
you'll
would
have
have done you a world of good.
She looks at Cheway with a smile again and just says, "Well, you'll have to regale us on all that happened. You got the information that. Did you get the information from him?"
Better. Hopefully. Actually, I don't know.
Nar just closes the bottle that he's drinking again and says, "He had nothing, but he was a very good laughter."
Oh,
And goes back into drinking.
oh. Sounds like we missed the party. What did he? What did you manage? What did he spill? What did he give you?
He's going to be
Nothing
just
new.
a witness. We told you he had nothing. The only thing he's good for is being a witness.
That's still useful for some. It's still pretty useful, but not as useful as one would expect. I had the feeling he might. I had the feeling he'll spill his guts on no matter what we asked him. He didn't seem like the brightest tool in the box, even when we first encountered him.
Oh, what first gave it away?
The fact he tried to talk us out of doing something that we knew was the right thing. Ella says with a small smirk.
Oh, really? I caught on to it the moment he called himself important.
Oh! He did that, did he? Who would have known? Ella says with a coy smile.
There's just at this point bored drinking again. This is not. This is like. Nah, not worth it.
What ended up happening with him?
He stops drinking and says, "Your friend is going to kidnap his family and make him witness protection." And goes back into drinking the water.
At this, Ella turns to Luke and Ahsoka and just give them a nod, saying, "I knew I could trust her. She's a good one. Good at her job."
Give me a second because okay. Because there is some stabilization happening.
Yeah, I imagine their impression. What?
So, let's say, okay, now what is left is to actually review everything we have on our hands and see how we can use it.
Agreed.
It will
Nurse
take.
stops. Nurse stops. He finishes drinking his bottle and before going for the second one, going to throw the empty one into the trash. Says, "Do you really need to do this much effort? They think you are all the reason why the galaxy has problems. and want to get rid of you because of that, at least officially. They're not that smart.
Alana just roll.
He's not rolled
Alana,
up in the other way.
Alana rolls her eyes and says, "A lot of people think like that, or they always seem to want to push their own problems onto other people just to save themselves the hurt."
At that, Ahsoka just says, "I doubt that they're. I doubt that everyone in this conspiracy is that stupid. I just think
Nar
that
stops
it
drinking
is
and says,
only."
"Of course, not everyone is that stupid. But the fact that they have someone that stupid in their midst, and they're using that one as the fall guy, and that I hear better fall guys than this one, smarter than this one, probably say something about the general
Ones who actually
IQ of
made
the
it to the end.
Be that as it may, if they keep people in their employ like him, it should make things a little easier to get the information we require. How we utilize it, though, is what we need to focus on. We can't.
Okay, Nar just exits the room and says, "Tell me when you need me. I'm going to keep slitting my throat."
Okay. At that, Luke says, "It seems that we have some time on our hands, so I guess you have some downtime. In the meantime, I will do what I can to help with investigation. Ahsoka, you're free to join if you want. Otherwise, yeah."
Alana will.
Ahsoka just nods with a smile and says, "Yeah, I think I have a few things to think about, and yeah."
Alana will stand up, looking at Jaway, and say, "I I think I need to have a talk with my former student." She looks at Luke and Ahsoka with a worried look, but assures them that everything will be fine. She says, "If either of you need me for anything, you know where I'll be." And she gives Joanne a look of saying, "We need to talk."
He says nothing, but he gets up and follows you.
She will take you to your apartment. She'll sit down in a chair opposite you and just say, "You've not been yourself the last couple of days. You wanted to talk about it?"
Um, it was something that Dracera said.
She doesn't respond, but she just cocks an eyebrow, waiting for you to continue.
She told me about the strange dynamic that she has with the abater. And at the end of it, I pointed out how shallow of a trust that is that they share, especially considering their goals can only be aligned up to a point. And then she said that that was the only kind of trust that she had at that point, and it stung. And she told me then that it's she tried to tell me then that it wasn't the same with me.
Sometimes people have a fear of what they don't know. It seems to me like being able to trust only in shadow people who need what she has is the only way she survived in the galaxy for so long. Once you're in a mindset, it's in a certain mindset, it's very hard to break free of that.
But I'm not helping anything in that regard.
You are more than you know. If she
Joanne
says,
pulls out the holocron. You sure about that?
Ella looks at you and just says, sometimes being helpful doesn't feel like it's being helpful until you actually see the results for yourself. She said it herself. She wants to be able to trust you, but it's trying to. You're not the problem. She needs to break her own barriers. We can't do that for her. She needs to figure it out herself. All we can do is guide her along the path she decides to go on.
Give me your honest opinion. Did I do the right thing in keeping hold of this?
First, tell me why you kept hold of it.
I think, if I'm being honest, it's because I was afraid of how she'd react.
She gives you an understanding look. Giving it to her would have been useless for it's containing something she didn't want to hear herself already. Maybe she got the information she wanted from the holograms she did take. You can only help her so much, Joanne. She has to want to accept that help for it to be of any use.
I see where you're coming from.
I know you want to help her, Joanne. I do too, but there's only so much we can do about it. It's up to her whether or not she decides to accept our help.
Fair enough.
Uh,
And just so you know, and then he pulls out the other one, the one that she gave him. I'm going to be looking for whatever it is she claimed to be looking for.
Hello, nods.
I doubt I will find the answers that she wants.
But you want to help her. I I can fully get behind that decision. Just know that you're doing everything you can, Joanne. It may not feel like enough, but it really does. All you can do is your best. The fact you're trying is enough for me.
Keep talking like that, you're going to make me start crying.
What's stopping you?
I don't need to cry right now. Maybe eventually, but
She nods.
right now there's work to be done. And as soon as you're done with all of this trial nonsense, I mean, you really should have been there. You really should have heard straight from the horse's mouth what they think of us.
Maybe you could regale me. Maybe I might get a giggle of your recounting of the tale, she says with a smile.
Would you like to hear it now?
Alana just gives you a look of, you know what, you can sense what I've been going through. Do you think I need it?
Okay. Buckle up. And he regales her with literally every detail from that meeting.
She doesn't laugh nearly as uncontrollably as the rest of the party did, but she can't help but laugh a bit about it. How quickly some people forget.
You know what's funny? This is actually what led me to asking Dressera if she was sure she was asking the right questions in her search for answers. How quickly people forget. They tend to focus on things that just only recent. It's a recency bias, I guess, would be the best term for it.
Mm.
Come the next couple generations, so long as they're not listening to these idiots, who knows what they'll think about the Jedi?
Some people tend to forget that the importance of their rank doesn't make them truly important. That the recency doesn't make this the most important era to live in. Heroes and tyrants both rise and fall, and historians are left to sort out the pieces. If we do not study our own history, we are doomed to repeat it.
That feels like it was taken straight from a holovid, or several.
I may
Mm.
have seen a thing or two about some people who may have thought similarly.
So, you have approximately 5 days that nothing of particular interest or note is going to happen. So you can chill for a bit.
During one of these days, I'd say day 3, I'm going to just do this anyway. Alana and Joey will be meditating in his room as per usual every once in a while. And out of nowhere, I'm going to use my nat 20 for this day. She's going to start playing her violin and she starts singing a sort of like a mournful and tragic tune in her ancient Dantari tongue. And I'm going to force point it as well, so that makes it a 46 because I'm using a use of force because I'm meditating while I'm doing this. And she just starts singing a tragic ballad in her native language. She doesn't realize.
Tuning meditation.
Yeah. She doesn't realize she's doing it, but if anyone in the nearby rooms can hear it, they're more than welcome to hear it. She doesn't know it's happening now.
You hear some of the staff saying, "What is that?" What on earth is happening? At some point, Joanne, I guess you will see that. Actually, let me roll. Yeah, okay. At some point, you see that the door opens ever so slightly, and you see Luke's face looking in like, what?
It's some of the most beautiful.
God damn
Like
it.
It's some of the most
he
beautiful.
doesn't want to disturb exactly, but at the same time, he's too curious to see what on earth is going
He's
on.
too
It's like, "Huh?"
entranced by the beautiful song coming out of Alana's mouth in her native language.
Yes.
No, he still has his
Fucking-
eyes closed and he's smiling.
and then he slowly closed the door again.
No, I wanted to keep it open, and then all of a sudden, Leia's face appears below his, and then Ahsoka's appears above his. So it's like a stack. But no,
She
So,
sings now?
she
sings now.
Nar, question for you. Oh no, can Nar hear us?
Max,
Is Max time alive? We can't hear you if you're talking.
What do you... Sorry, I stopped paying attention for a while. What happened?
Elena's
Okay.
singing,
So,
and Riss wants to ask you a question.
yeah. Will Nar one of those days go to see what is going on in the headquarters of
If Witch tells him...
Wedge?
If Witch tells him that he's free at some point to go and see that, yeah, Nards told him. Let's get together on that. He will also, by the way, share with Wedge the hilarious guy that Elena had the brilliant idea to kidnap. In quotation marks, he will call it a brilliant idea because he still thinks that she truly believed this guy will get something, anything, when he was sure he had jack and shit.
But Elena turned
And
out to be
he's thankful that the only thing he was wrong on it was that the check that he had was so hilarious that he damaged his throat laughing about him.
You see, he did some damage. That's some serious damage. Anyway, so, you go to Wedge to regale the tale of
Yeah.
excitement and hilarity.
No, hilarity,
Uh,
not excitement. Nothing about this has been excited. It has been hilarious.
and you see that Wedge is
Mhm.
in his office all the time, reviewing something in his datapad. He's working all the time
Yeah.
on his computer, and you have not seen him before like that ever. He always was chilling in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and now
But
that
right
scene.
now, you see that he's focused. He's doing something all the time. Uh,
Yeah, and now we're asking if then before regaling that hilarious stuff like that, if he has at any point a moment where he's not working like that because he wouldn't want like to get in the way.
oh, just go ahead because I need a break.
And now that he's then prepared to laugh and begins then regaling the tale.
Okay. Well, he laughs his ass off, and
Yeah.
then and then he says, "Okay, that was worth it."
Nar says, I know, right? It's why I wanted to share this. It's, to be honest, the only thing I have to share. You apparently have been quite busy.
Say Nar and
Hmm?
tell that to our Duros friend as well. He's a good guy.
Yeah, no nuts.
We're in the precipice of something big.
Nar says, well, I usually like the kind of big stuff that you are planning. With a smile.
Yeah. This is quite big and it is an initiative of mine.
Nara that says, Is it about the big thing that you told me that you have been
Oh yes,
wanted to
oh
do?
yes.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. I will see if I can get him into this. We need the kind of talent that he has for that, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's it for Wedge. For now,
Yeah.
For now.
Wedge will return. Dot dot dot.
Now when he gets back, if he has a with a with Rindor, he crosses him. He will tell him that there is a very big job that Wedge is making. That whatever problem he may have with him or Wedge, this is very big. And even if he, after hearing it, doesn't decide to be part of it, he still should be aware of this. So he should probably keep an eye out if Wedge calls him for anything. He will tell to Rindor. Because he gets an idea that Rindor doesn't like either him or Wedge, but he knows how big the stuff that Wedge is working on is, and he wants to, to make sure that he has most of chances to succeed.
You're gonna get a really big sigh, but like, I guess there's no getting my way out of this. I have to deal with the crazies again. Begins rubbing Temple furiously.
Nurse says, "I'm not that insane." And to be
But as a
honest,
group,
and Nurse says, and to be honest, to be part of this kind of business, whatever you like it or not, you cannot be considered sane by the normal population. He
yes,
says,
but you're
well,
not
Wow.
considered safe by the me part of this population.
Nerd just shrugs at that response and it makes you a buy sign. He's going to the gym or whatever, or where he could go to work with whatever practice sort they have to practice his kata.
The gym is.
Rinder,
I.
you look at the clock, and yes, it is time to get those pills again.
No, he looks at the clock and he says, wait with his two hands back in an hour, and every hour right in there,
Yes, it is a time,
it's,
which
it's,
means
it's real time.
it is a tie. It's a day that ends in Y. I need
knock,
pills.
knock, knock. It's pills o'clock.
Uh,
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 Does Nar pass the Jedi room on his way to the on his way to the gym?
if he crosses with any Jedi, he would go for that. He's not the kind of guy that unless he feels like he's in a place like the Jedi Temple, stuff like that, to practice, that he likes to. He prefers to go if he has to one. If he will spar with someone, he prefers either a private place or a place where he knows at least at the moment are allies. So he has no problem showing his particular fighting style, because done in a public place can be very telling of what you can do. Well, practicing kata is the base of your fighting style, so you cannot give a lot
Mhm.
while practicing the basic kata, because it's where he will be practicing. He will be practicing whatever everyone learns,
Yeah.
just to keep his reflex in form, but he won't be practicing his proper techniques.
Yeah. As you pass the
He's
room,
that kind of careful guy.
I'm just saying, as you pass by towards the gym, you do hear a lot of singing. That's all there is.
No, he wouldn't give it any importance. It's like everyone needs a hobby.
I know. After a while,
Everyone needs a hobby.
After a while, Alana finally stops singing, opens her eyes. She looks at Dwayne, almost embarrassed, flush, and then she looks at the door.
Door's closed.
Does she
Everyone
hold the
left.
door though?
Alana just gives Dwayne a look of recognition, going, "Did anyone come in while I was out?" Looking really embarrassed.
They peeked in, but you have nothing to be embarrassed about. And he still has his eyes closed too.
She packs the violin away. She is still so fuzzle-minded. She's struggling to meditate.
You literally rolled a nat 20 and then force pointed. You're having trouble meditating? What?
It's more of an in-character reason rather than an actual role reason. It's like it's like she's got too much on her mind to focus on one thing, and she did that to try and focus her mind. It worked a bit, but not as much as you'd hoped.
Bad news. Can't get better.
Exactly. I'm gonna go
It's a
get
14 something.
that 20 plus the force point would have got me a 46. She'll just open the door and just give you a I'll see you later sort of gesture before shutting the door behind her.
Joanne pulls out the holocron. The new one.
Finally,
and
I'm
at
alone.
that, I think it's time for me to leave.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
It's a
ending.
good. Yes.
Yep.
It was a short one. I hope it was entertaining, though.
Yeah. I had a feeling that Celtic singing and Joanne putting out the hologram would be the perfect end, honestly.
And next week we are resuming with who knows what. We'll see, I guess.
We'll see. More than likely it will be Mass Effect though, unless we take a break for Easter next week.
Yeah,
We
that's
should. We should.
when's Orthodox Easter? I've not looked at that.
No,
that-
no, we are still a month.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So
In
Good
a
to
month's
know.
time, we are going to have this conversation again. So
Yeah.
don't worry.
All right. So next week off, and then May 5th.
Is this
Yes.
is it May 5th is
Alright.
a okay. Is the following week a usual week for you, Piki? Like you'll be back later.
My schedule in the future might get shuffled around a little bit. We'll see.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
we'll see. We'll see.
This will be an off.
Yeah.
This is going to be an off-camera discussion. So for those watching the VOD, next time we'll do a next time. Next time. See ya.
Next time.
But what about last time?
It
Last time's last time. That's then.
This time
That's
it's this.
then.
When
This
will
is
it then be
now.
And now
Last
That's
time
then.
was
This is
now.
now. We're talking about next.
we're not talking about now anymore because
But
now
what about the previous one?
I'm still recording.
We're at
though.
now.
I'm still
When
recording.
will then be now?
Soon.
Soon.
Oh god.
And with
End it?
yeah, I'm ending it now. Now. See you soon.